What made you decide to do this film, Shob Charitro Kalponik?
You know, being a Bengali girl, there had been a lot of expectations from me, from definitely Bengal, because every time I would visit for any of my Hindi films, there would always be the question, when are you doing a Bengali film? And besides that, my parents always wanted to see me in a Bengali film. And I think the need to do a Bengali film for me was most importantly for my parents. I wanted them to feel proud of me that I can do a Bengali film, and when I met Rituparno, and over the years I really created an equation with him. We used to meet up for various subjects. On various subjects we have had discussions over the years, but we never could pinpoint that one film that we could work on. And earlier we started off with a discussion of Draupadi. That's how we had actually met. And that film till now has not materialized, but in the process we bounced off many subjects till Shob Charitro Kalponik was narrated to me, and I totally loved it.
Okay. And how was the experience of doing Shob Charitro Kalponik different from doing films like, say, Race or Dhoom 2?
Well, when I went to Calcutta, I really was scared and apprehensive as to what I'm going to get into. Because though I knew Rituparno, I had no idea about the logistics or the way people shoot in Bengal. Because back in Bollywood, in the Hindi film industry, we are quite spoiled. The kind of comfort levels that we get, though we put in a lot of hard work. But at the same time, it's balanced with a lot of comfort. So I really did not know in terms of the way we are going to shoot, the technical finesse, as to what it's going to be like. I totally trusted Ritu, and I went to Calcutta. And once we were there, we realized that technically they were brilliant. We would capture many scenes in one day without putting a lot of effort. And the entire setup, it was a very small setup, at the same time very efficient, because in a house, people just knew exactly what they wanted to do. So everyone was in sync, and there was never any chaos. And we shot a very serious film, but with a lot of fun. We used to continuously crack up on the sets, and we used to have super fun. I was totally spoiled because I got the best mishti and best march throughout the filming. Every afternoon I had all kinds of fish, which I don't get in Bombay. So yeah, I was actually, if you really look at it, it was a very memorable shoot. Came back with a lot of kilos also, I think. Put on some weight eating all the lovely food. And a very good experience, because at the end of the day I was very happy with the way the film was shaping up, the way we were shooting the scenes, the way Rituda guides you through the scene. And even, I had very comfortable co-stars, Prasenjit and Jishu. I got along well with everybody.
Okay. What is it about the character in Shob Charitro Kalponik, Radha, that you find most attractive? Then how did you prepare yourself for the character? Was there any workshop or something like that?
No, we didn't have. Generally when it's Bengali cinema and it's art house film, and we talk about these, culturally rich films, I thought a lot of homework is required. The only thing that Rituparno wanted from me was that he did not want me to look muscular. He had told me, you go to a gym a lot, you better not look very toned in the film. But the kind of, the look that was created for Radha was really beautiful. That was done by Rituparno himself. He had a lot of, the beautiful saris and the blouses and the jewelry. And it's something, I have seen my cousins dress up like that, or my didis in Kolkata. And it was lovely doing that, entire look. And I think the moment I draped the sari, my body language changed. So, and a lot of guidance from Ritu. I think it's very important to have a director who's very clear in the way the person is going to breathe, sleep, walk, talk. And he was very clear, and he was very convinced. And once I understand what my director wants, I give it to him. So we were quite comfortable. By the second day, we were in the I had
Correct.
pretty much grasped Radha.
Okay. Yeah.
Radha also is very challenging for me because she is absolutely not like me. The only similarity being that she is a non-resident Bengali who gets married in a Bengali household. But I'm a non-resident Bengali and I don't live there. That is the only thing. The language was a little bit similar. It's not chaste Bengali, but it is Bengali. There is a little bit difference from the people who authentically live in Calcutta. I think that is the only similarity, but Radha is a much mature character. She is a kind of person who is given in life to what's happening in her life, and she's kind of living a life. She's married to this Bengali poet, and she doesn't understand anything of what he does with his life. So she's more of a practical side of life, and he's the dreamer, and there's a conflict between the two. And it's a beautiful love story where how she falls in love with him post his death. And it sounded tough, but when we were doing it, it was pretty okay. It didn't really seem to be very tough.
Yeah. What do you feel about the difference in idiom in terms of acting between Bengali and English films?
I don't know. I really can't be a judge on it because every film has its own flavor, and it doesn't happen to. It's not about just the language. It is about what the concept is, what the feel is, what the character is. So many things put together makes a film. So every film is different from each other, and I don't want to really divide them on the basis of language because for me, a film is a film. I'm an artist. I would love to do Hindi films, English films, Bengali films, languages that I understand. It's very tough to act in a language which you don't understand. I have done a Telugu film and a Tamil film guest appearance, and I really found it very difficult. Bengali came to me very easily. What is beautiful about Bengali films, I feel they are a little more lyrical than other films, and especially this, it's very fluid. There is a kind of beautiful soft motion that is present in a Bengali film. I think in that way, films are a little different.
Okay, yeah. Then, as an actor, how much of you goes into the character?
I try to keep myself away from my part, as I said, because it's so different. That's why I want to be that part. But I'm sure a little bit of you, definitely, that little reflection somewhere comes into the part, and that's why you're cast. What is right casting? Physically, at least, you should look believable in that part. So that much of you has to come in. It has to be there. So besides that, sometimes being you, what you are, helps a particular part. Sometimes you really have to completely forget about yourself and be that particular part. So it's always different.
Yes.